On the last episode of 20 Sides, Holden and Dale encountered the Shadow at the top of the broken clock tower, and combat once again ensued. After defeating the Shadow, they replaced the clock tower face and headed back to town. Lucia spent more time at the Broken Circle, and Jace woke up, but only one day had passed for him. Jace met back up with Holden and Dale at the tavern and discussed the time differences. They finally met back up with Lucia, who studied more on the planes, learning about the echoing expanse, a plane connected to time. Lastly, they discussed venturing to Mossgrove. And now, episode 33 of the Nexus. Welcome to 20 Sides, a fast-paced, story-driven, actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Now, Campaign 2, The Nexus.
Lucia, you were just saying you wanted to head to Mossgrove with us?
Yes, before we go, I'd like to I'd like to write a note, just leave it here, and then collect something from the dig.
Absolutely.
And then I'll be ready to go. Lucia's going to go over and get some of the moon root petals.
Yep.
That Giles had found, 6 of them.
Okay.
And then I'm going to write a note with my illusory script for Giles to be able to read.
Okay.
It's nothing like super crazy. I just want to write a note that says, like, we're heading out, keep track of the days.
Okay. So
that we can compare. And then I'm going to say, go and check on Dale's family. And be on the lookout for some frosted sage leaf, some crushed silver dust, some spring water from a starlit well.
If that just happens to creep up.
happens to come
If it just
across
pops
it.
up.
just, you know.
But then I also want to say, I think that there is a werewolf in our group, and but don't tell anybody that we think that. Like, that's why it's...
Yeah, okay. So
Maybe it almost says it like in normal print, like, hey, keep track of the days. And then under it is my little secret message.
Perfect.
Freaking howls.
Little Jace turning into a werewolf.
Little werewolf puppy.
Little werewolf puppy.
It's so sweet
a
and
little bit
small.
bigger, but
But a little bit bigger
Bigger.
than like an adolescent
yeah. Right.
werewolf.
And then the humans will cut its head off. Yeah, they will. They just suck.
Which
I'm
is
a human.
You're cool.
They do suck though. Okay.
So you take out your quill, dip it in a little bit of ink, start writing, and as you're writing, it turns into a script that only you can read and only your boy, Professor Giles, can read.
My boy.
You hand it to him, and y'all are heading out to go to Mossgrove.
Heading out to go to Mossgrove.
Anything y'all want to grab or get before you leave?
You're gonna
I
see your
got
mom
like
and dad.
8 healing potions from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had those sitting
and
around.
yeah, I had those sitting around.
I remember you talking about that.
Definitely.
That's what you have when you're
session
poor. You
0.
have nothing else,
Yeah,
so you
nothing
just
else,
have
but we
healing
have a bunch of
potions.
healing
Session 0, he said all that. I remember.
Oh yeah. Did I ever learn how to make those?
I was about to
packs?
say, give me, I will say you've had enough time now that you have figured out how to make the packs. Going through the Drarkana Wilds, you would be able to probably procure enough, if y'all are going through the wilds, over 4 days to make 2 packs. And remember,
Per person?
they can be, no, just two total. They can be used
I'm gonna
to
roll a d20 and see how many.
Yeah, that makes more
made.
sense.
She said
Yeah, roll a d20.
To roll a
just to see.
D100 and see how many you can make.
D20 times it by 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Divide it by the group, and then we're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Y'all are heading to Mossgrove. Everybody good? Y'all ready to roll?
I think we are
I
indeed
think
good.
so, yeah.
Okay. Y'all head out into the Drarkana Wilds. Again, these enormous trees that kind of growing up out of the ground. The roots are, I guess I said the roots are kind of growing up out of the ground. One person give me survival check as you are guiding the group. 2 give me perception checks. And then 1, we'll say Dale is going to be looking out for herbs and different plants to create the packs, the med packs.
So I don't need to roll.
So make a nature
Oh.
check.
What's your,
I'm +4 on survival and perception.
okay, I'm +5 on perception.
Okay, you do that. I'll do survival.
A nat 20.
Jace, what are you on survival?
1.
Nice,
One.
Jess.
Did you get a nat 20?
No, but I just heard you. I was a delayed response.
The sound waves just reached me.
Well, she cheered for herself, but I was trying to see my number. I got a 22
Wow.
on survival.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Perception is an 8.
We all are dead because we don't see the dragon.
5. You did 5.
Oh my
So perception
gosh.
is not there.
Our backs are breaking.
Actually,
we're
just
talking.
writing in my book
Yeah,
most of the
we're
time.
like-
I'm looking out.
I was talking to him while he was writing his book. He's ignoring me, but I was.
The girls are doing all the work. while
You're
we're
giving him some good details.
Yeah.
Always.
You should write down. A
Always.
team is like a ladder. It's useful, but awkward to carry, and most times left behind. So add that in your
Get
book.
that? Might make it into the footnotes somewhere. That might be a good place for that saying.
When you're talking about our team, you know.
Right, but talking about leaving behind the team and we have to
Well, I
carry
said
the
it's
team.
like a ladder. It's awkward to carry, and so a lot of times it gets left
but we're a
behind.
team, so we're all working together. We're not really carrying each other. We're all
it, you know, but
we always need
awkward
each
to
other,
carry.
though, right? Like this story is supposed to be more about the team being built. Seems kind of a negative take on
So
the
you're
team.
trying to leave out the honesty of the situation. This is why our perception's terrible. Right?
We're having this conversation.
Y'all aren't really looking at all.
No.
We're
Dale is about 50 feet off as y'all are going, as she's looking for herbs. She finds enough for 1 pack over the first day. So you may get more than 2 packs. We'll see. So she finds enough for 1 pack, rolling a 20. Lucia is confident she is guiding y'all in the perfect direction to get to Moss Grove in good time. You get about an hour away from really settling in for the evening. Up from behind, as she's grabbing these plants and plucking just enough, and Lucia is about 20, 30 feet ahead, just eyeing the perfect direction. Jace and Holden,
Get swept up into a monsoon.
about 15 feet. You hear growling about 15 feet behind you,
Growling.
and there are
weren't
three.
we supposed to be looking out for something?
Is that your stomach?
There are 3 wolves right behind you. I want Jace to make a wisdom check, please.
So yeah, I tap him. Like, your turn.
16.
You feel a
Heart
connection.
palpitations.
You feel a not a connection in the sense of like you can talk to him or anything.
Yeah.
But like you don't feel frightened like you would have felt frightened in the past at all. You don't feel it at all.
Okay.
They're stopped about 15 feet away from y'all. Lucia, you're now hearing it. You turn around. You're about 45 feet away from the wolves. Dale, you're about 30 feet off from the wolves.
I mean, I'm gonna ready. Does it? They obviously look like they're growling at us.
Yes.
They're preparing to attack us,
Yes.
right? So I mean, I'm gonna ready myself. If they come at me, we're gonna fight. You know.
Maybe they're just protecting a den nearby, and maybe if we just continue walking, we can avoid this.
There's a chance that they could just be territorial right now,
Right,
but
so-
it doesn't. It seems like they smell something.
Yeah, I'm sure they smell food, right? And we all packed enough food to make this trip. So, but if we just keep moving, but we keep our eye on them, we're gonna stop talking about books and things like that. Maybe we'll take this a little more seriously.
Sure.
Just kind of keep an eye on them, and we just keep moving along.
Okay.
That's the feel I'm getting
I will
from
begin. Let's start by slowly moving backwards.
Slowly.
We're
Right.
just gonna backwards and see if they continue to follow.
Fair enough.
Jace, give me an animal handling check at advantage.
First one's a 10. Next one's an 8.
So a 10.
10. Yep.
So y'all are backing up slowly. Are y'all telling the ladies?
You said she kind of
Already saw
noticed.
him, right?
Both
Right.
of them notice
Okay.
now.
Just gonna try to walk our way out of this, nice and easy.
I'm a little suspicious because you're a werewolf. No, I'm just kidding. All right. There's 3 of them.
There's 3.
They're like normal wolf size, but still big because wolves are big.
Yes.
Well, like dire wolf big or just like
No,
normal wolf big?
just normal wolf.
Okay.
Well, like it's still like not.
Yeah. Then wolves are big, but
Yeah.
but not like huge.
Right.
Okay.
Not giant wolves.
Right.
Not like giant hyenas.
Do they look like they're stalking us?
It's hard to tell because they're just stopped, and y'all didn't hear them because y'all were focused on y'all stuff, and they didn't hear them because They were focused on the book.
Our stuff, yeah.
Their stuff. And so they're just stopped right now, and they're just kind of growling. So y'all start backing up slowly. They stay put. Y'all get about 20 feet away.
Can I try to do something to scare them?
Sure.
I was
Okay.
gonna say I want to try to animal handle.
Oh.
Make them my friend.
So you're going to walk toward them?
Yeah.
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh, a 17. An unnat 20. I'm a believer.
Jace and Holden are backing up slowly. Lucia, are you backing up with them?
I'm backing up, but if something goes awry, I'm ready to do Ray of Frost right in front of them. I don't want to hit them. I want to scare them.
Okay.
So I'm readying my,
Yeah, your hand starts with the frost as Dale is doing the opposite.
Yeah, Dale gets like low to the ground. Well, first she
Watch your face.
opens her little pack and she pulls out some pieces of beef jerky and she gets low to the ground. She starts kind of like easier, like trying to crawl like a wolf.
They don't know if these are puppies.
And she's like, be my friend.
Oh, okay.
And she holds out her hand with the beef jerkies and her eyes are closed.
Oh, that approach.
How far away are you getting from them?
I don't know. How far away are they? 30 feet?
You're about 30 feet away from
Okay, I'll go 15.
them. Okay.
Can you meet me halfway?
So you creep up 15 feet like a wolf as they're like semi-growling.
Ah,
You stop. You hold out your hand with some dried meat in it. One of them starts moving forward slowly.
I know Lucia has my 6, so that's why I'm...
Yeah, it's growling a little bit. It gets about 5 feet from you. Make another animal handling check.
15, still great.
still believe.
I want to let you know
Still a
this is whatever it
successful
needs
roll.
to be.
Uh-huh.
So the wolf creeps up slowly as Holden and Jace are backing up slowly. The ray of frost is brightening in Lucia's hand
And in that moment, Dale knew who her true friend was.
as the wolf comes up to your hand and eats the jerky out of it and then turns around and runs back to the other two.
Well, I would say that was a win. That was a success.
What if you look
Well
and your
played,
skin is
Dale.
all gone?
It's just a bone. He
hand
ate your
is
entire
gone.
hand. And then it looks at Jace,
Uh-huh.
lets out a
Super weird, huh, guys?
and then all three of them just turn around and just take off running.
Phew.
Well played, Dale.
I feel like
Good job.
they're our friends, or maybe family.
Well, it seemed like you had a good connection there with them, Dale.
Well, yeah, because they know I don't like humans.
Well, there you go. Yeah, but
Not after Wormy, the wormling.
Y'all keep going. And
While we're walking,
Yeah.
I'm gonna message my friend Dale
okay.
with message, and I'm gonna say, isn't it a bit weird that the wolves looked at Jace and then howled and then left?
Yeah, definitely. Like they were trying to communicate with him.
According to my studies, I think we have like 14 more nights until the full moon. So
Doesn't seem like a very long time.
it's coming. So just
He
be prepared.
does look a little hairier.
Yeah, he's a bit wild. So and I have some moon root that if maybe he wants to, we could, suppress the curse for him.
What if he doesn't want to?
Then we will have to take his head off. I'm just kidding. That's not
Like
something
they
that
did
I would ever say.
Ziggy.
So they did it to Ziggy. Okay, well, I just wanted you to be on the same page. So
Yeah, on the same page.
what's
I'm
so
gonna
funny?
message.
What's so funny about this is it's like we are whispering.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
it's not
Right.
like it's one of those other ones where it's like in your head.
Yeah.
So we're both just like walking along. Okay.
So y'all walk another hour and a half until it gets dark. Y'all decide to make camp. Anything y'all want to do while you are, or before you go to sleep, or
Do I know about how many days it is till a full moon?
yeah.
Okay.
You spent the day that they spent in Elder Thrain's estate looking through
Right.
for the book. You spent looking at the star charts. Yeah.
Yeah,
you would know
who's right?
it's about 13 days. Y'all are both correct. It's about 13 days away.
But I'm saying if we were in different time zones and different days have gone by,
Oh, yeah.
the full moon for
Well,
where?
but he was looking at the star charts. So he was able to determine based on the dates, not the actual moon.
So it's still,
If any of this makes sense anymore.
my brain can't comprehend it. If we're leaving Glen and like the star charts are for,
But remember, the star charts were wrong. And it's because we were in Glen.
But I did my research in
Yeah, but
Another place.
the star charts are gonna be correct
right
because they were all created way before this.
anomalies start
Yeah.
happening.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but in Glen, the first time we were there, you were like, you look up and the dates seem off
Well,
from the star charts to what we could see in the
Yes,
sky.
yes,
Right.
'cause the
So if
sky
they were
was
doing
off.
it in Glen, like the star charts would have to be by
They
the
were-
dates and not by the stars in the sky.
right, but he determined the moon based on the star chart dates, not
Right. That's what
The
I'm saying.
moon,
That's
yeah.
what I was. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I was saying.
oh, we're about to go to bed.
yeah.
Okay. In like a tent or what are we sleeping in?
Sure, you can be in a tent.
Okay.
Either a tent or just out among out among nature.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I think we'll probably go in a tent.
Okay.
Mosquitoes.
Definitely.
But before Dale goes to sleep, she wants to wait for Jace to go to sleep first.
Holden is just gonna be in a trance.
Should we call for watch or something? Like, should we?
So I'll be the watch.
I've been watching a lot of Hunger Games. We need a watch order.
Well, no, I'll be the watch
Yep.
because
All
I'll
night?
just I mean I
got
only
4
need
hours.
4
You can
hours
do
of
4.
trance.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's a meditative state where I retain consciousness.
So if something
So
happens during
If something
it,
happens
Yeah, yeah,
during
yeah.
it, I can still see
Okay.
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah.
So and then I can be after that. It won't
Yep.
matter.
Give me a perception check after everybody goes to sleep, including Dale.
No, I
Oh.
want to do something before.
Oh, I
Wait,
didn't know
are you
were
gonna
do
leave the
something.
tent?
Okay.
I was gonna
Yeah.
try to put a shield on us to protect us from Jace.
Yeah.
So should I not?
So Dale kind of like wakes you up.
Okay.
I'm gonna go do something to
like-
Jace.
Wait, like what? To Jace.
Just watch, make sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So she has her little bag of coins. Silver coins.
Put him on his face like it's a spa.
And so she goes over and she just like she places like one on his forehead.
Wait, hold on. Give me a stealth check.
Oh,
And you don't
gosh.
have to give me a disadvantage because I'm assuming you're going to take your armor off to go to sleep.
Yeah.
What is it?
A 2.
No, it's a 9.
Oh, it's a 9.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay, so 9 plus no, my 9 is 1.
So an 8. Jace, what is your
Oh no.
passive perception?
Oh, it's cool. It's a cool thing.
12.
You're walking.
Okay.
Give me a sleight of hand check. You're going to put silver coins on his head?
Yeah, just on his forehead. Just
Okay.
1.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, 19.
Nice.
As quiet as Dale can.
Yeah, that's not very quiet, but
Heavy footed. Dale's heavy footed.
yeah.
She walks over.
As long as she's not heavy
Much like
handed.
the person that plays her.
Jace is asleep on his side. So you put a silver coin on his
Yeah, right on his
Temple.
on his
Yeah,
temple
yeah.
area. And as you're doing it, Jace, you start to wake up. And Dale, are you gonna like try to run back to the tent? No. Okay.
I'm embrace this moment.
So Dale is standing over you.
Mhm.
You have a silver coin on your head.
You see me
Did anything
poking
happen
out.
to me?
Start
Is he
to hurt.
burning?
Yeah.
Not
Hold on.
hurt. Not yet.
Oh,
What do you do, Jace?
I mean, if I feel something on my head when I wake up,
So you knock the coin off.
swat off and try to figure out what's going on. What? Dale? What are you doing here?
Listen, hey, bro, you found my coin.
How?
I lost it
You lost your
earlier
coin?
today. I found it. So thank
And
you
you-
so much. Going to
thought
sleep
that-
now.
You thought
Okay,
to check
bye-bye.
my tent? No.
So she grabs the coin off the ground and she runs back to the
Make a
tent.
deception check at disadvantage.
No.
Disadvantage.
7. 2 minus 1.
So a 1.
So wholesome. Dale is so wholesome.
She can't lie. She just takes off running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let it go for now. I'll address it in the morning.
I'll address it in the morning like a dad.
Right.
She runs back, gets it. Put the shield up. Put the shield
I am
up.
putting it up.
Faster.
Now I can't go back to sleep.
The alarm? You talking about alarm?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Put it up.
Yeah.
And I see her over there, just like all of a sudden
Yeah.
running around, making a perimeter around it. Like,
With my hand, like, nothing to see here.
Yep, just two girls sharing a
Sleep
tent.
over.
Yep,
Thanks for the
camping
nail
out.
polish.
Thanks for my coin back.
So everyone eventually falls asleep. Holden, after all this happens, you witness all of this.
Just shaking my head. Like watching
Give me
it
a
happen.
perception
He's
check.
like a little security camera. It's like,
It's like, I'm going to capture it, but not say anything.
a trail. He's like a trail
9.
cam.
A 9.
A trail cam.
You don't pick up too much at night. You do see a Dale running around. You see Lucia running around her tent. you see a deer frolic by at one point. I don't even know if deer are nocturnal. They're probably not. Definitely not.
It's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Yesterday, there was one on my street just running down the street.
Everybody eventually wakes up. The day is yours. You're going about traveling again.
no. We're starting the day off.
Oh, you're going to start the day off with
Oh,
the
there we
dressing.
go
morning
with the
meeting.
confrontation.
Okay. As Dale and Lucia wake up first, they're putting their tent up as Jace gets up and heads over.
We're making some oats on
Good morning,
over a fire.
everybody.
Good
I thought maybe we
morning.
could maybe
I
talk.
don't want to be a part of this.
I think we all need to be a part of it.
This is giving Dad at the kitchen table. Everybody needs to have a talk vibes.
I don't know
So
what we're talking about.
So I understand that we got a few more days here on the road, and I know that most of the times we spend the nights in taverns and inns and things like that. Right? We all have our own rooms. Everybody feels safe. But I want this to still feel safe because I felt like last night maybe you two didn't feel safe. I saw you setting up your alarm, but you didn't set around the whole camp. More so just around you, and so it makes me think that maybe you're worried about me and Holden. And I just want to let you two know that there's nothing like that going on here. And I'm pretty sure I speak for Holden here as well. I want you two to feel safe in our camp together.
I'm literally keeping watch to try and protect everyone.
Right, but again, I don't feel like they
I don't-
felt safe.
what-
Is that how you all are feeling? I want this to be open. So if you all didn't feel safe last night,
We just. What did you see while you were on your watch?
I didn't pick up anything. I saw Dale running around a little
What?
bit, but other than that, I didn't see anything.
Right.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
you definitely came into my tent last night and maybe dropped something.
Well, I
Some
lost
money?
my coin,
Earlier
Right.
in the day.
and you must have found it
I remember finding the coin.
while you're sleepwalking.
Do you? Oh,
And
wait.
then
Do you
I
have
got
the coin?
it.
Do you have the coin?
I never
Yep,
saw
I got
Jace
it right here.
sleepwalking. I didn't catch that.
I give
if
it to
that
him and see
happened.
if it feels familiar to him. If that's the coin that he had yesterday.
Oh,
I didn't have any coins yesterday.
Well, if she want to see it, investigate.
there's the coin.
Toss it. Toss it.
No, I if that's your coin, you're free to have it.
I know. That's why I went and got it back from you.
Okay, I don't know how it got into my tent,
I don't
and that's
know either.
fine. Maybe next time you just ask. Be happy to give it to you. But again, I think the
I'm gonna reach in
bigger
my bag
issue-
and grab a coin and just stick it on his arm like this
Okay.
while we're talking.
I'm just gonna kind of react like, is everything okay? That seemed to be a weird response.
You know, like
You don't put coins on people's arms?
you don't like silver coins.
I mean, I'll take the coins if we're handing out coins. I'm sure Holden would. Holden.
Yes, absolutely. If you would like, and he holds out his arm. You can stick it to my arm if you would like.
Very well.
But again, the bigger issue, if you think I took your coin, I'm sorry. But again, I believe you have an alarm spell of some sort that you put. And again, you didn't put it around all of us
I
to
didn't.
keep us all safe.
No, it was
weird.
definitely just
Yeah,
around
but
our
I
tent.
definitely-
I thought
Which is-
she was
I
all over the place.
definitely meant to do it everywhere. I didn't want maybe perhaps if Holden wants to go
How do
throw
you-
a rock
sorry.
on his watch, a little walking around, I didn't want to be woken up a bunch of times just for somebody wanting to get some fresh air and get some steps in.
How do you set alarm? Do you just like speak it and it's like
no,
set,
like
or
you have to like go.
Okay,
around.
I was gonna say that's. I was about to say like, I definitely saw you purposefully setting alarm around just your tent. So
Well,
I don't know
didn't
if
you like
that's-
run out of string or something? Yeah,
what string?
her alarm string.
No, there's.
Yeah,
I don't.
that was it.
I don't think there's alarm string. Is there?
I only had
I've
enough to
never
go
seen
around one tent.
No, because what you just said was you intended to put it around the whole camp.
I
You-
intended to, and
Yeah.
then I
And then-
realized how
oh,
little I had.
okay.
She's
Dig
like,
in a
"Whoops."
hole.
Yeah.
okay.
But
I
again,
just forgot that.
I
can't.
I don't.
I see.
I don't want to blame you for that. This is fun.
It feels like you're
I'm
blaming
worried-
me, and it
but
makes me
I'm worried,
feel
do you-
unsafe.
Right. So
You're
is that the
truly
problem? Do you all
not
not
feeling
feel
safe.
safe around me and
When
Holden?
you're hurting
Not
my
when you're
feelings.
hollering at
Huh?
me right now.
I think I came pretty calm. I came and I wanted to address this. I came and address this first thing in the morning because I don't want another night to go by where you all don't feel safe. Is there something Holden and I can do to maybe?
Yes. Would you like me to keep watch all night to make sure that you don't get
I'm
hurt
just
or someone
gonna-
attack us?
I'm gonna just like turn around.
as I was doing.
I'm gonna whisper using my message. Should we just confront him right now?
No,
Why are you whispering to each other? You're whispering. What are you whispering about?
I'm not ready yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's
I'm not
hungry
sure
for
what-
breakfast?
Yeah, we made some oats.
We have several more nights out here in the wilds. I just want to make sure you all feel safe.
I don't know why you keep dwelling on this. Are we supposed to feel unsafe with you now? You just keep
you already
talking
do apparently
about
because
it.
you made a
No, we didn't say
perimeter.
that. We didn't say we
Holden,
felt
I just
unsafe.
want to let you know I don't want you to feel unsafe. I didn't actually stab you. I poked you, and it was just to try to get that dragon.
Yeah, how do you know that we weren't setting the alarm from him? Evolved to Holden.
Yeah. Holden's like, if you say so.
Maybe
that's fine.
perhaps
Well, then
we're
that
just,
settles it.
We're just in
Yeah.
the middle of the woods. You know, just two girls
Sure,
trying to
like
protect
anything's
themselves
settled, but
in the woods.
I won't dwell on it. But I just want to I just want to.
Okay, tomorrow night I will alarm us all.
There's no need for that. You can alarm your tent. I will just go to bed instead of keeping watch. It would be fine.
See all this talk, and then Lucia suggests doing the whole camp, and then y'all said no,
Well,
don't need to.
again, to the point
I was
of
gonna
her,
get more string.
her point itself. If someone does need to check something out or look for something, wouldn't want to set off an alarm.
Yeah,
And,
that would probably alert more wolves.
now I think that you probably could have still put Jace in that alarm with you. But again,
Yeah, maybe tonight I'll
Right.
just be in the alarm area as well, and we'll just leave. That
And
is a
then I
good
can
point if
stay
you
out.
want to
I
leave
can
Holden
stay out,
out
yeah.
so that he can go investigate.
not to make
anything.
anyone feel unsafe while I'm protecting you or anything.
Right.
We
Hey,
wolves have
and I
boy,
want
a
to tell you
boy's
that
alarm,
we
a girl's alarm.
appreciate.
You
Oh, I can tell. Thank you. You're the way
Appreciate
that you
this.
show your appreciation is interesting. I am very grateful. Thank you.
I just feel like this was an excellent talk and that we're all on the same page now.
Sure. Yes.
I feel
yes,
better.
We are.
I do.
I am glad you feel
I
better.
do. And
yes.
today's a new day and we'll see what
I
unfolds in
didn't
front
know
of
there was
us.
anything to feel bad about. I have learned something this morning. Thank you.
Very well.
Now we're ready to head out.
Okay.
Now that all that's settled.
Now that
Yeah.
that's
Now that you got gaslit to eternity.
I don't know what you're talking about.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
So y'all move the entire way today. Everybody give me the same things. One person give me a survival check to guide the group. 2 percepts. And Dale, give me a nature.
There we
check.
go. On nat 20.
There you go.
Nice.
About time.
I got 16 plus 4, 20.
On that 20 for perception as
Wow.
well.
You guys learned your
14.
lesson.
So,
14 for nature check.
14. So the
Wow.
nature
trying to
check.
redeem ourselves. From
Yeah.
You get
previous
another
one.
half. You get another half's worth.
Okay.
So you got 1.5 of the med packs now. It's a quieter, a little more awkward walk this time. No encounters, as y'all are able to steer the party
I'm gonna
in the right
message
direction.
Holden during our walk.
Okay.
Did you? Hey, Holden. I know I haven't used this spell yet, but we can communicate from a small distance. I think it's similar to what we saw.
They are whispering to themselves.
right.
Yes. Okay.
Did you notice anything weird with the coins? Did you see when Lucia just touched me with a coin?
I'm going to break this to you as gently as I can, but they think you're a werewolf, and they are trying to use this to see if it burns your skin or if it have a reaction of some kind.
Interesting.
I didn't want to say anything because I'm not trying to pry into your personal business, but it does seem that they think that you're a werewolf, and so don't tell them I told you. I know they're trying to keep it a secret, but that's why they're acting so strangely. It's
How do you know that?
quite awkward and just
Yeah, this just might be
You
how we
ever,
act.
you ever watched someone in public that was just making a fool of themselves and you just can't look away? You just can't stop. That's what this was for me. It was very awkward. And but yes, this is where it's coming from.
Okay, well, at least that makes some sense.
Yeah.
Does make
But
some
I also
sense.
think that's why they alarmed their own tent. They were
Yes,
just trying
that
to
would
protect
make
themselves.
sense as well.
They weren't worried about me, of course. They were going to let me take care of myself out there alone,
Right.
with you possibly being a werewolf. But
We still have 14 days.
but yes, so I do believe that's
13.
where it's coming from.
Interesting. Well, thank you for letting me know that. That's
I wouldn't bring it up, but let them be awkward for a little longer. But I
Sure.
don't think they mean any harm by it.
of course
Lucia
not.
might. I don't think Dale does, but Lucia might. So just keep an eye on that one. But yes,
Definitely. All right. Well, thanks.
yeah, of course.
We heard everything.
Y'all get to the point.
And the whispers.
Yeah. Y'all get to the point again where nighttime rolls around. You get the tents back out. You bed down for the evening. I'm assuming there's nothing anybody wants to do unless Dale wants to get up again.
Well,
in the
now
middle
it's
of the night.
awkward. Now
I
it's
know,
awkward.
she got scared.
If I set if there's a fire or something, I mean that's normally what we would do anyways, right? Like it's not like out of the ordinary for there to just be because we're on a trail road path of some kind, and that's kind of
yeah,
where we're setting
essentially,
up,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like we're not like off in, we're not like.
Right.
So then I mean I'm just kind of I'm in my trance, I guess,
Okay.
but I'm just sitting by the fire.
Yeah. Nothing happens overnight.
I don't even put up an alarm tonight.
Oh.
I'm not trying, right?
Yeah. You're going to show them you feel safe. You're going to show the boys.
Dale's got her sword sleeping next to her.
Yeah, but we're taking watch inside.
Just eyeing Jace. Side-eyeing Jace. He's little, but he's ferocious. Nothing transpires. We'll just say, y'all make a full another day travel. Another night's rest.
Another pack made.
Another pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2.5 packs. We'll say about 3 in the afternoon on the 4th day, y'all crest a small hill. Looking out, you see Mossgrove. It is a patchwork of golden fields. There are these huge open orchards that surround the town, and you smell on the breeze.
Brisket.
On the breeze is the scent of ripening fruits from all these orchards.
Yum.
Brisket was better.
Mossgrove lies just nestled in the middle of all these orchards and golden fields. The town has thatched rooftops, all these small cottages. You see fences all around the plots that these homes are built on. These are big plots. You see people out working as the day is starting to wind down. You see a few wagons moving about with horses on them. Everybody give me an old perception. Everybody give me the old perception as you were coming into town. And that is it for this week's 20 Sides. Don't forget to tune in each week as Jace, Dale, Holden, and Lucia venture across Aberynth. Don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/20sides, where there are free options, $5 options, and $10 options to help support our podcast. Follow us on all the socials everywhere at 20 Sides Pod. And per usual, we couldn't do this without the atmospheric background tracks from Monument Studios and TabletopAudio.com. We will see you right here next week on 20 Sides.